Hi, my name is Lisette, and I just wanted to start doing some videos and what I think is very necessary right now and this time. I mainly focus on what the goddesses are, the messages, and what extraterrestrials are and their messages and what they would like for us to achieve and accomplish and in this time of need. And I think it's a very good time for me to start doing these videos because um, I a couple of weeks ago they whispered in my ear, the student must become the teacher. And that was really them pushing me to do more and talk about what I see, the messages I get in my meditations, in my classes. I do classes at night at a store called Ascension on Pan Island in Cape Coral. And you can just call that number and schedule a reading or schedule a class with me. And the number is 239-677-7786. And again, the store is called Ascension. It's a really good place to start your path in spirituality if that's what you want to go ahead and get to know more. And what I'm going to talk about today is one of my meditations. And I was I was sitting, and immediately I could see the earth, the energy of the earth. It came up like a beautiful bluish, whitish vibration coming from the earth. It was like 3, 4 feet tall, and it was like vibrating. It was like moving, 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 and it felt so beautiful. It felt I was really, really connected with Mother Earth, which I am, but actually seeing that vibration, it was amazing. The feeling was like accelerating. It was great. And I stood there for a little while. And um, all of a sudden, this beautiful white sphere of light appears in front of me, a couple of feet in front of me. And I could see that it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It was like 6, 7 feet in diameter, and it was like amazing, amazing. Wow. At that moment, I became a little girl again, around 6, 7 years old. That was a great time for me. Much happy, and I was doing a lot of things in my mind in regarding Mother Earth and messages. And I saw myself as a little girl, and I was dressed with a white dress, very flowy, very soothing. And while I got closer to that sphere, it started opening like a portal. It was, you could see in the background of that sphere, I could see the beautiful universe, and the sphere was opening and opening and opening until all it was like black, because it was the universe. And then a beautiful tall, 6.5, 7 feet tall extraterrestrial shows up. And halfway, he was halfway, half and in the sphere. And he just waved at me, like, come here, let me show you something. And it felt like a beautiful connection, nothing scary. It's not the first time I see them. I've had many connections with them. So that's why it's very familiar for me to just go ahead and go move forward with what he was asking me to do. And it was amazing. As soon as I gave him the hand, I was still that little girl. And all of a sudden, a blink of an eye, as soon as we passed that sphere, we holding hands, we were transported to a mothership. And immediately I was not a little girl anymore. I was an adult. And I felt like I was one of them. I felt myself physically like one of them. And they were like bluish, greenish skin, like a mix. Um, Big eyes, 6.5, 7 feet tall, but very soothing energy. The energy was amazing. It was like we were all one. We were like together, like we were a group that worked together. And they said I was there to download codes, which I don't know exactly what it was that I was downloading, but they said I needed to be there to download codes. And again, we were talking like telepathically, nothing verbally. And I saw in the background a beautiful baby, like floating in a sphere of light. And he went to grab the baby, and he gave him to me. It was a male little baby, like maybe a month old baby. And once he grabbed the baby, he gave him to me, and he said to me, "This is you in your next life, in your next lifetime. You have somewhere to go to when you're done with this lifetime." And for me, that was very unique, but very like I knew that was me in that baby, because as soon as I saw into the baby's eyes, that was me. You could feel the energy, you could feel the essence, everything, the vibration, that it was me and that little baby, even though I'm still here in this physical life, still not done with it. And I looked into his eyes, and it was big, blue, big eyes. Like we connected, and it was so deep, deeply into each other. And he was very, very white, like very white skin, very white hair. And he was just there looking at me. And then when I was done, I gave him back to this other being, and he put it back into the sphere of light. And he was just there floating, floating in the air, in this sphere of vibration, holding this baby until I'm done with this lifetime, going to that next life. They didn't say where I was going, what I needed to do. No, no further information was given to me. But I know it's going to be such a beautiful life to take, knowing that I know that I have somewhere to be after this lifetime. And for me, that's very profound. It's amazing. I'm not scared. It's just amazing. It's just that's how they speak. They don't give you a direct what it is that is going to happen step by step. They only give you hints, so you don't think too much about it, and you still live in the present in this life, because they say that you need to live, day by day, be in the present time, not caught up in what was in the past or what's in the future. And for many of us, that's really something we struggle with. And that is something we need to embrace, who we are, why we are here, what we need to accomplish, and try to do that and more, because they always need more. We need more. And what it is, our development, our achievements, our who are we here to help? What is our part in this whole universe, in this whole 3D world, trying to embrace ourselves, trying to find ourselves. And I know it takes time. I know sometimes it gets complicated because our lives, and I just want you guys to know that specific meditation, because it was very profound, very deeply into my heart. And like I said, it's not the first time that I have contact with them. I've had many before, and I still do. And it's to me is very empowering. It's very me. It's who I am, and it's very easy to connect with them whenever I wish to. So I wanted to talk about that today. And every day, probably once or twice a day, I will be posting more videos, more meditations, and messages of what they they would like for us to do to help each other here, and for us to see the bigger picture of what we need to learn, what we are going through at this time. And, you know, again, my name is Lisette, and we'll talk to you soon again. Thank you. Yeah.